Hi everyone, this is Mr. West. Today we're doing a Kuta worksheet tutorial, two-step equations. So this is kind of like the foundation of what you're going to be doing in algebra. Two-step equations is obviously one step further than one-step equations, but the principle remains the same. We have a variable in each one of these equations. It's an equation because it has an equal sign. And if we look at our first example, we see that we have a over 4 plus 2 equals 6. Now, what we need to do is we need to identify what is happening to our variable, and we need to undo all the operations that are happening to it in order for us to get it by itself. So we can identify that we have plus 2 and also divided by 4 happening to this equation. So let me re-highlight this. I want to include the divide sign. Okay, so we have divided by 4 and then plus 2. So we need to get rid of those two things. How do we do that? Well, we do the opposite operation. I talked about this in one-step equations, but we're going to subtract 2 from both sides of the equal sign. Imagine that there's this little bar here. Okay, so this is the equal sign, and what we do to one side, we have to do the other. We subtract 2 because we know that 2 minus 2 equals 0, and that a over 4 plus 0 is the same thing as a over 4. So I'm going to rewrite a over 4, choose purple. Okay, a over 4. A divided by 4 is another way to read it. And then that equals 6 minus 2 is, whoops, not 6, 4. Okay, what do we do from here? Well, a divided by 4, or a over 4, same thing. How do we undo that divide by? Well, we undo the dividing by multiplying. We're going to multiply both sides by 4. When we do that, what happens? Well, I think it's easier if we consider it like this, 4 over 1. Okay, because then we have, for those people that are just learning about multiplying by the reciprocal, we have a times 4 in the top times top for fractions, bottom times bottom, 4 times 1 in the bottom. The 4 and the 4 cancel away. Okay, and we're left with a over 1 or just a. Okay, the long way of saying it is if we multiply both sides by 4, it's going to cross off with the 4 in the divide sign. Okay, so then over here we have 4 times 4, and that gives us 16, and then that is the value of a. And we can check it. We can plug it back in, and we can say, does 6 equal 16 divided by 4 plus 2? And it's true. 6 equals 16 divided by 4 is 4 plus 2. 6 equals 6, and that's a way to check that we did this correctly. Okay, that's the correct answer right here. Let's do another one real quick. So similar process. This time I'm going to use all the same color. Here we have x. We need to identify first what's happening to it. We see it's being added to negative 6 and that it's being divided by 4 again. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to do the opposite of add negative 6. The opposite of add negative 6 is add positive 6. And again, what we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. So we have equals. This goes away. That's 0. Plus 0 is just x over 4. And then we have negative 5 plus 6, and that's 1. Again, we have divide by 4, and again, we have to multiply by 4 to both sides. Okay, I'm going to highlight this in purple, actually, just so you can see I have to do that to both sides. Once we do that, that gets rid of the 4 in the divide, in the fraction, in the denominator, and we're left with x equals 4, and that's our final answer. Okay, so those are two examples with division. Let's do one where we have to do the opposite for multiplication. Here we have 9x minus 7. What's happening to it? Well, we have it being multiplied by 9, and we have it being added to a negative 7 or subtracting 7. Two ways to think about it. Always start with the unattached terms. Okay, that's how I've heard one teacher describe it. Another way to describe it is the things furthest away or reverse order of operations. Okay, so instead of going parentheses first, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, you're going to start this way to undo. This is how you undo. This is the direction for undoing these operations. Go in reverse. So we're going to add 7. Okay. Another good way to think of it is the things furthest away from the x. So we're going to add 7 on its same side of the equal sign. See, that's on this side of the equal sign. We're not really worried about the right side because there's no variable on that side. Okay, so again, sorry, I digress. That goes away. We're left with 9x equals negative 7 plus 7 is 0. This one's interesting. Now we're going to divide by 9. Sorry, I went over that fast. Let me go back. We have 9 times x. So to do the opposite of multiplication, 9 times x, we're going to divide. That undoes it. We're going to be left with 1x equals 0. Again, we have to divide by 9, okay, on both sides. And 1x is the same thing as x, so we're going to get our answer, x equals 0. Maybe let's do one more. Here's one, okay. Normally we want to do reverse order of operations, but in this case, we see that essentially there's parentheses in the top. So even though there's addition right here, technically we need to consider that's parentheses because it's all in the same numerator. That's kind of like a nuanced thing, but basically if you see the x being added to something and that whole thing's being divided, okay, you need to get rid of that divide first, okay, because there's implied parentheses there. Okay, so we're going to multiply both sides by 6 first because that will undo our divide by 6. And we're going to be left with 5 plus x equals 6 times -1, -6. Now we're going to subtract 5 because we're adding 5 to both sides. Again, we need to do this to both sides. Keep our equal sign in line. Organization is very important in math. We're going to be left with x plus 0, or just x, and then -5 and a -6 combine for a -11. And that's our final answer, -11. Okay, we have one. Let's do another one of these. Okay, multiply by 3 to get rid of the divide by 3. It's an implied parentheses there. That gets rid of that. We're left with 24 equals, keep this in line, v plus 9, subtract 9, keep this in line, equals 24 minus 9 is 15, and that's the value of v. Let's do one with parentheses. Okay, in this one, couple different ways to do it. Some people would probably want to distribute first and then go from there. I'll show you what that looks like. 2n plus 10 equals -2. That one looks a lot better for most students. And then you'd subtract 10, you get -12 equals 2n. And you would divide by 2, n equals -6. That's one way to do it. Or you can just recognize that you can divide. Let me go back. Move this to the side, actually. Okay, so move that to the side over here. Or you can just recognize that we can divide both sides from 2 right from the beginning. Okay, you see parentheses. We're going to do that last. This is one option. So we get m plus 5. That gets canceled. So you're just left with m plus 5 equals -2 divided by 2, -1. Subtract 5, as I write a 6. And we get n equals -6. So see how I didn't draw the line that time? Notice how I still have it in line with each other. And we'll do one more just for fun. Okay, I would do divide by -12 instead of distributing here to both sides. 144 divided by -12 is going to give us -12. That cancels x plus 5. We're going to subtract 5, and that's why it's called a two-step. If you distribute, it won't be a two-step. It will be a three-step. Equals x. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a comment if you need more on two-step equations or any of these other concepts. I frequently do Khan Academy's Kuta tutorials. If you're doing this, hopefully you're starting to get it, and it's not that complicated, but again, it's a learning process. Trust in the process. Let me know if you need anything else, as I've said, and I look forward to seeing you next time on West Explains Best.